What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight! Oh wow, we haven't done her in a while. Alright, we're coming back to her finally. Alright, we are coming back to Ledger. Yes, indeed, Ledger fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Robert Benton. Robert wanted to see me react to this song by Ledger called Warrior. Now, to the best of my knowledge, I've never heard the song before. I have no idea what this sounds like, so this is going to be a new experience for me as far as I know. However, there always may be a chance I may have heard this song by accident and I just don't know it. So, as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I know this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Ledger, and the video has 2.65 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Ledger, Warrior, featuring John Cooper. So John makes an appearance on this song. That's cool. Official audio. So this is audio only. There's no video. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Heart starts to pound, shaking the ground. This is the sound. Heart starts to pound, shaking the ground. This is the sound. This is the sound. It's the sound of the warrior. This is the sound. It's the sound of the warrior. The thief of hearts, you run like a lion. Lie in the dark, you steal and kill a victim. This is the sound of the enemy's feet. This is the sound of me not retreating. You know what you are, and I won't let you fool me. Far away, like tears in rain. Nothing's forever, let's rise up together and say, this is the sound, it's the sound of the warrior. This is the sound, it's the sound of the warrior. Never give up, never back down. I will die before I bow. This is the sound, it's the sound of the warrior.
Okay, pause. I'm kind of on a teeter-totter right now. I'm kind of like this. I'm like, there's things I'm really liking, and then there's some things over here I'm not really a big fan of. I like the feel of the song. I like the direction of the song. I like the melodic line that she came up with for the main vocal line. I like that. I like the response in the chorus. You know, I forgot what the lyric is, but she says the main lyric. This is the sound of the warrior, I think it is, and then there's that response afterwards. I like that. That's a really nice touch. If you've known me for any amount of time, if you follow this channel for any amount of time, I got no problem with processing vocals, but I do have a problem when you over-process vocals, and there's a lot of over-processing going on here. A lot of copy and pasting, a lot of pitch shifting, and then a lot of auto-tuning to follow with it. So it's like, oh my gosh, where do we draw the line, you know? There's a lot of that happening. It's like right at the beginning, like right out the gate, we were slapped in the face with a ton of processing, and in my opinion, over processing. A lot of it was overly done, especially in the auto-tune department. It's very there's no smoothness to the auto-tuning at all. It's very robotic. It's very, very sudden. No glissando into it. It's just very like steps. It's like ba 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 ba. It's very obvious. So I'm not a fan of that. But I mean, as far as the song as a whole goes, I'm digging it for the most part. We'll see where this goes. We'll see where this goes.
I will die before I bow. This is the sound, it's the sound of the warrior.
The words that fall from both sides of your lips, like open jaws of shackles made for my wrist. This is the sound of the captives released. This is the sound of my enemies fleeing. The lights come on, the truth will be my victory.
Fly away, like tears in rain. Nothing's forever, let's rise up together and say.
Rise up together and say,
This is the sound, it's the sound of the warrior. This is the sound, it's the sound of the warrior. Never give up, never back down. I will die before I bow. This is the sound, it's the sound of the warrior.
I think I figured out why I'm digging the song. I think I figured it out. The drums are showing like it's a heavy drum pattern, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Especially the 2s and 4s with the snare. But it sounds to me like it's actually in like a 6/8. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, and that's obvious, especially in the vocals. The vocals are really carrying that three, that feeling of 3. That the 6/8 feel, the actual pattern is really being carried in the vocals, and it's very obvious in the chorus. So, you know, I think I caught the lyrics. So this is the sound of the. This is the sound of the war. How does it go? This is the sound of the warrior. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the response. It's very clearly in 6/8 right there. So I love that 6/8. You know, when you have the 4 and the 3 that kind of merge together like that, you have the heavy drums. Ba, boom, pa. 1, 2, 3, 4, having that pattern, but it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But the drums disguise it. The drums don't show the 3 pattern. It's only going boom, pa, boom, pa, boom, pa. It's all it's doing, really. So it sets up like it isn't 4/4. Obviously, it's not, but it sets up that 4/4 feel to go against the 6/8. And I've always been a fan of that kind of stuff. Whenever you put the 3 against the 4 or the 6 against the 4, I've always been a big fan of that. So I think that's why this song is hooking me. I'm almost positive that's why it's hooking me. Anyway, let's keep going here.
Shaking the ground, this is the sound. Pulse starts to pound, shaking the ground, this is the sound. Can you hear the captives release? Can you hear the enemies bleeding? I can hear the captives release. My victor. This is the sound, it's the sound of the warrior. This is the sound, it's the sound of the warrior.
mean, it's a good song. It's a really good song. We'll talk about it in the review. Well, there you go, folks. That was Ledger with Warrior. This was a request from Robert Benton. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give that a 7.6. Yep, 7.6. I feel good with that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
The song itself, the song is really, it's a simple song, but it's well constructed. It is well written and well organized. Very clear, defined verse, pre-chorus, chorus. It's very well defined, and I love it when songs do that because it creates a very simple roadmap to follow. Now, when I say a simple roadmap, and I'm not talking about the complexity of the song. I mean, the song can be as complex as it wants to be as far as the songwriting goes, as far as its key changes, time changes, chordal structures, such and such like that. That's fine. I got no problem with that. What I mean by a simple roadmap is it's well defined. Each part is well defined. This is clearly the verse. This is clearly the pre-chorus. This is clearly the chorus. Here's the bridge. Here's the breakdown. Here's a post-chorus in case you want it, but it's all very well laid out and organized. I like it when songs do that because it makes it a lot easier to follow. So I appreciate that. The song itself being, as far as from a songwriting standpoint goes, pretty simple. It's a pretty simple, straight-ahead song. I like the feels of that, the 6/8 against the 4 being set up in the drums. I love that. I love that 4 feel in the drums, very heavy drums, while the song's actually in 6/8 and everybody else is in 6. That I dig that. I absolutely dig that. I've always been a big fan of that. Vocally, Jen did a really nice job, and so did John. They both did a fine job bringing their vocal talents to the table. I think my favorite song of my favorite part of the song is the chorus, and I'm usually not a big fan of the chorus. I'm usually more of a fan of like the pre-chorus or the bridge. That's what usually blows me away. But in this case, it was the chorus. This is the sound. It's the sound of the warrior, and then the response. I dug that. I absolutely dug that. That's the hook. That is absolutely the hook. There's absolutely no denying in my head that that's the hook. That is what hooked me without a question. My only real complaint about this song, and it's a small complaint, but unfortunately it's prevalent through the entire song, so by default it becomes a big issue because of the amount that happened. A lot of overprocessing. A lot. And I know I've said this before, I don't mind processed vocals. I don't mind it because, let's be honest, everybody does it these days. With the advent of Pro Tools, not only is it easy to do, it's easily repeatable. So it cuts production costs in like a tenth of what recording used to be. You could take a vocal line, you could literally copy and paste it to another track. And from there, you could pitch shift it, you can auto-tune it, you could do whatever you want. I got no issue with that. That's not what I have the issue with. What I do have the issue with is when you take that same vocal line and you copy and paste it like 6 times, or 9 times, or 12 times, and you split it into harmonic lines, forming a vocal chord, which is fine, but then you double or even triple each one, making it very heavily processed sound. And then on top of that, you are adding auto-tune, and you're putting the auto-tune in there in such a way that you're making the auto-tune very obvious. In post-production, there's a very simple way to blend the auto-tune and make it sound a lot more natural sounding. They didn't do that here. They kept it very square pattern, like a step. So you can see very clearly in the wave pattern, if you were to look at the bar, if you look at the track itself in Pro Tools, you would see steps, very square, right angle, flat lines, very defined. It comes across as like it's taking actual steps between the semitones. Very stocky, very sudden, no blending at all. And that irks me. That really irks me. And that's whether it's intentional or not. Now, in this case, I get the feeling they intentionally did it that way. Like that's the effect they were going for. I'm not a fan of that effect. I've never been a fan of that effect. So it's not sitting well with me as far as the mix goes. But that is really the only complaint I have. The rest of everything else about the song, I'm digging. I'm digging the guitar tone. I'm digging the bass tone. The drum mix was nice. And like I said, I love the drum pattern. I love everything else about the song. The song is a really, really good song. Unfortunately, all that auto processing throughout the entire song brought the score down significantly, down to a 7.6. But even still, a 7.6 is not a bad score. If you look down at my scoring chart, 7.6 by definition is actually a really good song. It's right in the middle of really good. 7.0 being the bottom threshold. So this is actually 0.6 higher than that. So it's not a bad score. It's actually a really good score if you think about it. So 7.6, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully, I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base to become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.